Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Protein spill. Hey, let's go. You don't want to pick up the ball. You there. You got time right there. Look at me. Zipper.
Now they try the right side here. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You ain't doing nothing today.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular, and hoping for more here in week 2. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Jump, 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 jump. Check, 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 check.
Look at me. Go, fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey.
Motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hey.
Check 3.
Yo, go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Bravo. Hey, lock it.
Here we go.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 53 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Set up, 8, read. Hey, 2.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Look, squeeze.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Leo.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Too little, Cupcake.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Anthony Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 40 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check. Check your hot read. Check, 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 check.
Snap.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, go. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch, switch, switch.
You draw forfeit. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, come on now, come on now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
Here we go, here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Down, 30 base. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Push him back. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 39.
Hey, exit.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
Ready, ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Out, 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 out.
Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 45 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky steps away to, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Big grip. Big grip.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf, 80 weapons.
Every day, any day.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, I shoot.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hard, hard.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Rock it. Hey, Sam on.
Check three.
Now.
Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Go. 18 Gator.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
61, matchbox, lights. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
X3, 218, chopper. Bam, bam. Hey!
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to break up fourth. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Look at me. Score, score.
Kill, turn.
Hey, orbit.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. It's just me and you.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26 to 66. Pull it high. Back. Check, go.
Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 51 Mike.
Yo, go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for the end zone.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
50 wants the mic.
Go.
50 wants the mic.
Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, echo.
3 down, 3 down. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Go.
Silver. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. What's the rule?
Hey, wobble.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
It's out of time. Hey,
Look, squeeze. Now.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Hey, alert.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
watch tight end. 3 down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They try again with Cohen. This carry brought to an end at the 8th. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
All day, dog. Double tight. 3 down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You get an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
51's the mic.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You ain't doing nothing.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Where's 52?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. This is caught inside the 15. he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On second down, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Dancing to his left. Fighting. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hard, hard.
65. Slam.
Snap.
Showing it, showing it. Check 37, check 37. Go, Mike 51.
Go.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
2nd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get them 1 closer.
38. Dolphins 20.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, 45 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2.
Yep.
And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.